Alright, what's up guys? So, Rebound has uploaded a video titled Times Michael Jordan Humiliated His Opponents. The one that I like, there's a couple. There's a couple that I like. I can't think of the one, but I think there was the one I remember they mentioned in the Last Dance documentary where this was like when Michael Jordan had went off to go play baseball. And the guy was like, I guess like questioning him, like, why'd you leave? Like, I could take you on, no problem. And Michael Jordan's all like, hey, somebody better come get this guy. Like, I don't think he understands who I'm talking. He must think that I'm like Jordan Michael, but I'm like, no, fam, I am Michael Jordan. Okay, they have made shoes after me, bruh. Don't play with me like that. Don't you play on my name like that. So I like that one. Then there was another one where a guy he said some crazy comments, but it's just, yeah, you don't cross somebody that's like Michael Jordan level and then think you're gonna like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna get embarrassed. And so yeah, it's just at times people, they just be setting themselves up for failure. But no, let's go ahead and check out this video, guys. If you haven't, make sure you go subscribe to Rebound for more videos like this. And then that being said, see these people that got humiliated by Michael Jordan.
The level of fear that he inspired in others was insane.
Well, I was terrified out there.
Were you really?
Yeah.
You were scared of MJ?
Yeah.
Anybody would.
These are the times Michael Jordan humiliated his opponent.
I feel like if I was a basketball player back then, I feel like I wouldn't have had a good interaction with Michael Jordan. I'd be like, hey, what's up, Mike? He looked at me and he'd just be like, don't call me Mike. And I'm like, dang, but I got his shoes on. Like, I got your shoes. He doesn't even like pay attention. He just continues shooting. I'm like, dang, I thought, people told me he was cool and stuff, and then I just had to live with that. I feel like it probably been like long after we retired or something, and then I probably would have had somewhat, it'd been like, okay, like we'll dab each other up this time around. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like just based off of what people have told me, I'm generating it in my mind. I most likely, wouldn't have had a good interaction with him. I was like, look, I'm just trying to be nice. Like, I'm like, I got your Jordans. He just ignores me and keeps shooting and stuff. And that's like, all right, I guess, guess I'll just be wearing some Reeboks tomorrow or something. I'm like, dang, bro, I thought you was cool. But I'm like, dang, it's like, what did I do to you?
The stuff that I saw when I was in college on TV is just like really real.
And what Jordan did to Alonzo Mourning should get him locked up for attempted murder.
Pippen gets it to Jordan. Michael James. Look at this. Tongue out.
It's like I wish like I did grow up throughout the 90s and stuff just so I could have seen Michael Jordan. I feel like I probably would have been more of a basketball fan. But like I'm somewhat of a basketball fan now. Like I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't be really watching games. I watch like highlights and stuff on YouTube, but yeah, I feel like I definitely would have been like a fan. I should ask, because I know my dad was watching basketball then, so I'm like, I should like ask him just about like, how was it like, watching him on TV? Because I'm like, yeah, if there's anybody I feel like that knows sports, it's gonna be my dad. So, but anyways.
Yes!
Wait, he smelled it coming and he still couldn't stop him.
Damn, this man Jordan is a psychopath. I mean, the man once humiliated a kid just to prove that he was the GOAT. Yeah, this is OJ Mayo, and in 2006, he was the #1 ranked high school player in all of America. So, being the talented kid he was, OJ was personally invited to Michael Jordan's flight school, a basketball camp where kids can learn straight from the GOAT.
Yo, it's the Michael Jordan Flight School. Learn how to increase your hang time. Learn how to dazzle defenses. Learn how to wear really great sneakers.
And what kid would
I did I did get some of it down. The other stuff I didn't really get down so much with the sneaker part. Now I got that
this
down.
Was like a dream come true for OJ. So he packed up his bags and flew out to Cali, ready to learn from the greatest. But little did OJ know, this camp would turn into his worst nightmare.
I'm playing in my camp against OJ Mayo. He was a top high school kid coming out. In front of my camp, he starts this thing about, you can't guard me, you can't do this. I got my campus here, so I can't really go where I want to go because of my camp.
And then he said, okay, now let me handle my business. And he looked me in my face and said that. I'm like, what you mean? So he said, I need all the campers, everybody to leave, let's clear the gym.
From this point on, it's a lesson. And from that point on,
yeah, it's like you don't go to another person's place of business and start telling them like, you know, what's gonna happen and stuff. Like, no, bruh. And most likely this story would have never happened. It's like if people just learn to just have a little bit more respect. If I get invited out, I'm like, bro, I'm a fan. Like, you know, nah, like teach me, because I feel like, yeah, this guy, he could probably been one of the greatest basketball players of all time. So
he never won a game. I posted him up. I did everything.
Hit the famous fadeaway on me, and then he said, "Hey, young fella, let me tell you something.
You may be the best high school player, but I'm the best player in the world."
Jordan, the kid can't even drive yet. What the hell?
Dang.
OJ got off easy compared to most NBA players, because Michael Jordan has been humiliating the same NBA player for 40 years straight, and it all started back in college. It was March 29, 1982. Michael Jordan versus Patrick Ewing for the NCAA championship. And with MJ down 1 with just 17 seconds left, he gets the ball and makes history. Jordan's title-winning shot not only sent Ewing home, but it also marked the beginning of a lifetime of humiliation. Because once they both made it to the NBA, Jordan took every chance he could get to make Patrick Ewing his bitch. Monster blocks, screaming in his face, 5 straight playoff knockouts. 5. And to top it all off, in 1991, Jordan hit Ewing with one of the most embarrassing poster dunks in NBA history.
In from the left, gets chased into the corner, comes right back.
Dang.
Through the foul. Wow. Oh, powerhouse, JD. There's a poster play, folks.
But it's all good though, because in 2002, Ewing retired from the NBA and finally escaped Jordan's wrath. Or at least that's what he thought.
He's been talking trash from the first day that I met him, and he still continued to talk trash, telling me that I have never beaten him when it counted.
I mean, you guys met as high school recruits.
Right.
That's a long time. That's decades and decades of trash talk, Patrick.
Oh, yes, and it still hasn't stopped. Even today, if I call him right now, he'll still be talking trash to me.
Patrick Ewing didn't even do anything to Jordan, and he still got humiliated. But I can't say the same for Reggie Miller, because as a rookie, he made the biggest mistake of his life, disrespecting Michael Jordan.
Can't do that.
See, in 1987, during Reggie's first year in the NBA, he played Jordan's Bulls in a preseason matchup. And early in the game, Reggie went off, scoring 10 points over Jordan and locking him up so bad that by the end of the half, Jordan only had 4 points.
Wow.
4. So, little Reggie was feeling himself, thinking he was the GOAT, and thought it'd be a good idea to shit talk.
The thing is, though, like, I can't really compare, you know, me playing video games to, you know, like the basketball and stuff. But overall, like, no, if I can use anything as an example, like, I could have the greatest game possible against, like, some of the greats of, all right, so, like, let's say I'm playing Call of Duty and I'm going up against, like, the best members in FaZe, the best members in Optic, the best members in 100 Thieves. I could have, like, the greatest game ever against those guys, right? Getting more kills, doing more than those, doing everything possible. I could do all that, right? I could do all that. That doesn't make me better than them, though. Like, those guys have well-established names. If it's my rookie year in something now, if it's a well-established name going up against another well-established name, then it's like, yeah, it's, you know, it's one of those matches that's made up, and it's like, okay, like, you know, this is gonna be crazy. Let's, like, really see who the GOAT is. But I feel like, you know, when it's your rookie year, you can't already establish yourself as the GOAT just because you had one good game. It ain't like this is gonna be Michael Jordan's last season and stuff. So, yeah, it's just, it's stuff like that where it's like, nah, it's like, don't do that to yourself.
Michael Jordan.
My rookie year, we were playing the Chicago Bulls, and this is Michael Jordan.
I like when they do these videos. You just hear that intense, like violent, like orchestra music just going off, bro. Because you know it's gonna be something crazy.
Third or fourth year in, and Chuck Person, who's on my team, who's a trash talker as well, is like, can you believe Michael Jordan, the guy everyone's talking about, who's supposed to be able to walk on water, you're out here killing them, Reg. This is in the first half.
See, I'm like, no, that's a bad friend. Don't gas me up like that, because then I'm gonna be all like, you know what? You're right. Like, I am better than, hey, Mike, I'm better than you. He's like, man, get out of my face. he just keeps on shooting. I'm like, that ain't going as I planned in my head and stuff.
Like, you know, you're right, Michael. Who do you think you are?
Yeah.
The great Michael Jordan? That's right. There's a new kid on town, right? Kind of looks at me and starts shaking his head. So at half, I have 10, and he has 4 points, right? I'm doing all this talking. He's like, okay. Into the game in the second half, he ended up with 44, and I ended up with 12. And as he's walking off, he's like, be sure and be careful. You never talk to Black Jesus like that. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Black Jesus. I'm so sorry. Did you ever do it again? Never to Michael Jordan. Never to Michael.
You know, I think Reggie learned a valuable lesson. This man Jordan is downright petty. Like one time, he came out of retirement just to humiliate this NBA player.
Yep.
Yeah. Back in 1999, most players were thanking God they didn't have to face Jordan
Oh, no, this
anymore.
is different.
But
this is different.
There was one man who felt different. Bulls guard, Corey Benjamin. Yo, who the is this?
Yeah, I'm
Man,
like, I ain't never heard of him.
But
I don't even be watching sports like that, but I'm like, I ain't never heard that name before.
the guy told the media, I'm sorry.
I've heard of people named Corey, and I've heard, like, I've seen a movie called All About the Benjamins, but putting it all together, yeah, I didn't, you know, that I did not see.
Mike retired, because I was looking forward to beating him one-on-one. But luckily, Jordan didn't even know what a Corey Benjamin was. So he ignored it and went back to enjoying his tequila and cigars. But over the next few months, Corey started trashing Mike's name, telling his teammates that Jordan was overrated, washed up.
Yes.
He couldn't beat him one-on-one. This Corey Benjamin dude was just asking to die. And during a Bulls practice, he dug his own grave when he stole a teammate's cell phone, called up Jordan, and said this.
Hey, you know, I said a little bit too much.
What you say? What you say? What you say?
I can get you. And he said, what? I said, yeah, I want that. He said, all right, I'll be at your practice Monday morning. I'm like, yeah, right. Man, we flew back to Chicago. We broke practice. Bulls on 3, Bulls. Guess who walked in the door? MJ walked in the door, Chris. Ooh. I damn near took a dump on myself.
Yeah, he done f***ed up. It was at this practice.
I'm like, he's like, hey, where's Corey at? I'm like, dang, where is Corey? I'm like, turn around. He's all like, you. He was like, you're Corey. I'm like, oh nah, bro, that's somebody else. There's 2 Corys on this
Corey
team.
Benjamin was buried alive.
Dang. Nope, it's over. It's like, for those that watch that show and watch that episode, I don't know why this reminds me of that episode of My Wife and Kids when Michael Jordan was on there. For those that did not watch that show, no, watch it. They show reruns, I think, on VH1, but you possibly could find it like somewhere, you know, like maybe if it's on a streaming service or something. But they had an episode of Michael Jordan on there, and he was going up against the main character, Damian Wayans. And yeah, it was good. No, did I say Damian? No, I meant Damon Wayans. My fault. My apologies. It's just, you know, it's just such a good video, man. I'm like, my words, they're not coming out correctly. But anyways.
All day. Look around you, man. Look around you.
You know what's crazy? It's like, why haven't they? The thing is this, because I would be okay with that, but why hasn't, like, 2K, they haven't done, like, no, like, 90s themed 2K? You know, like, they should, bruh. Do you know how sick that would be? Like, imagine, it's like I'm trying to think, like 90, like 91, like 2K, like 90s, or, you know, 2K, like 91 or something, right? They do that. And then they have it where there's like a level where you challenge, like you call out Michael Jordan and you just take like the fattest L, like it's like the hardest. They don't do, I'm telling you, man, like I think I just came out with a hit game. Like they have it where it's like it's a 90s themed 2K, no online stuff. It's just like got their story, and then, you know, you practice, you get better, all that stuff. But yeah, man, like how come they should come out with a 90s themed basketball game? I play it. Like, you go and, like, you could get into, like, fights and stuff. Like, bro, I'm telling you.
Don't call me out of
This man Jordan is messed up in the head. He has no limit. I mean, he'll even humiliate the people he loves most. See, in the 90s, there was one player that Jordan did everything with. Charles Barkley. Yeah, the two were best friends. But in 1993, everything changed. Because when they met in the NBA Finals, Jordan did something downright dirty. Right before Game 4, he invited Charles Barkley to a round of golf, where he gifted him $20,000 diamond earrings. And that sounds nice, but it was all a part of Jordan's secret plan to butter Charles up and f him. Because Jordan later told his assistant
maybe not
coach
those like
his
exact
true motive,
words,
saying, Charles won't get in my way the rest of the series. What's 20,000 to me? He thinks we're great friends. I hate that fat f. Damn, that's evil.
Wow.
But hey, it worked. Because the very next game, Jordan humiliated Barkley in front of the whole world.
7-second disparity between the shot clock and the game clock.
Dang. He's like, man, he's like, I don't even want those earrings no more.
That night, Jordan grabbed the dub by dropping 55 points. And just a few days later, he sent Barkley home and won his 3rd ring. Jordan, how you gonna do your friend like that, dog?
That's crazy.
Damn, that's ruthless.
Well, then again, I'm like, you know, if it's like a good friend of mine and we're going up against each other and something, like, no, that stuff is out the window. I'm like, no, I'm trying to win. That's just how competitive I am. So.
But if we're talking ruthless, you gotta talk about what Jordan did to the Dikembe Mutombo. Because MJ hit him with the most embarrassing poster dunk of his NBA career. See, in the 90s, Jordan was dominating the league, dunking on everyone. Well, everyone except one player, 7'2" monster, Dikembe Mutombo.
And it's knocked away by Mutombo. Running hook, blocked by Mutombo. Morning, blocked by
He like, he was really doing that back then. I just, like I said, like, I didn't really watch, like, that much of, like, 90s. I was born in 96, so, like, honestly, I came into, like, the credits of the 90s and stuff, but, yeah, it's like, he was really doing that finger wave.
And so, no matter how hard Jordan tried, he couldn't land a single dunk on Mutombo's gigantic ass. So in 1997,
because he only got put like Jordan got put all that effort in jumping. He just only got just like little hop.
Don't even try it.
You want me to go call Scotty?
You have to call Scotty. I haven't got you recently. Yeah, I agree with that.
No, you haven't got me in 6 years. One dude just go and say it.
He ain't even dunked on you?
No.
Never.
He said, I'll get you one day.
No. He never dunked on you. He never put you on the highlight.
No.
No.
He said, I would love to give you my poster, but it's not happening.
It's not going to happen. You know he lying. It's never going to happen. Oh, man.
Yeah, Dikembe was talking shit. And he really thought Jordan would never dunk.
They were just like sitting in the same, like, I don't know, do like players, they do that? They just go to each other's locker rooms and they just, you know, opposite teams just be chilling. I feel like that's cool though. Like if you chill with something, like if you're chill with the opposite team and things, like, yeah, I think that's cool. I think that's chill.
Dunk on him. But a couple of months later, when the two squared off in the playoffs, Jordan got his revenge.
Get out, Michael, get it forward for the fresh shot clock. MJ.
Dang.
Michael shakes the finger. He finally got his dunk on Mount Mutombo.
He never dunked on you. He never put you on the highlight.
No. He said, I would love to give you my poster, but it's not happening.
Not only did Jordan hit Dikembe with the most humiliating poster dunk of his career, but he also eliminated him from the playoffs in the same game.
Dang.
Embarrassing. But hey, it's still not as bad as what happened to
Steve
Isaiah
Kerr. They
Thomas,
showed him briefly,
because Jordan did him the dirtiest, and it ruined the man's entire legacy. See, in the late 80s, Jordan hated Isaiah Thomas because his Pistons knocked him out of the playoffs 3 seasons in a row. And clowned his ass with plays like this.
I think I remember them talking about that in the Last Dance documentary. You don't see a whole black person in front of you.
Jordan made sure to shake Isaiah's hand after every single loss. Now, that's respect. But in 1991, shit hit the fan. Because during their 4th straight playoff matchup, Jordan's Bulls were just 8 seconds away from finally eliminating the Pistons when Isaiah Thomas did the unthinkable, walked off the court, left MJ hanging.
2 years in a row.
That's when he took it personal.
There was a certain respect to the game that we paid to them. That's sportsmanship, no matter how much it hurts. And believe me, it fucking hurt. There's no way you can convince me he wasn't an asshole.
You could see it in Jordan's eyes. He was furious. And from this point forward, Jordan knew that he wanted cold-blooded revenge. So over the next few months, Jordan started scheming until he came up with a devious plan. Get Isaiah banned from the most legendary squad ever, the 1992 Olympic Dream Team.
Oh, wow.
See, Jordan, being the best player of all time, knew that Team USA would do anything for him. So during a recruiting call with the Olympic Committee, Jordan agreed to play, but with just one little condition.
And when they called me to ask me to play, Rob phone called and said, Rob, I love to play with Isaiah Thomas on the team.
Yeah,
wow.
That was leaked audio proving Jordan got Isaiah banned from the Dream Team, costing him a gold medal and a place in basketball history.
Dang.
All over a handshake. And Isaiah still regrets it to this day.
Looking back on it, should we had been bigger? Yeah.
This man Jordan has humiliated everyone, but there's only one NBA player that's ever made him regret it. Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
See, during Jordan's final season in the NBA, he led the Wizards to a 1-point win over Kobe's Lakers. But instead of just taking the dub and moving on, Jordan wanted to rub it in Kobe's face one last time. So after the game, he walked up to Kobe.
It's like Kobe, he was that player that just, you know, like, no, it was honestly on some Space Jam stuff, but he did it like, all right, so here's what I'm gonna say about Kobe, you know, and all, like, with all due respect, you know, like, rest in peace, Kobe. I feel like at some point in time, like, if we go back and watch, like, old videos of when they were, like, very first started playing up against each other, how long did Kobe shake Jordan's hand? Because I feel like it's like the longer he took shaking his hand or hugging him, whatever Jordan had in him, like I said, on some Space Jam stuff, he took his power, okay? He took his power, and yeah, he just, you know, overall, it was like, that's why Kobe Bryant ended up becoming Kobe Bryant. No, he took Michael Jordan's power. That's something where it's like, no, that's not cool, man. He did Michael Jordan dirty, so, but no, at the end of the day, though, it's like, nah, still both legends, both killed it, all that stuff.
Looked him dead in the eyes and said,
look, okay, I'm cracking jokes. I'm just being funny. I don't want people, it's like, Kobe Bryant's Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan. I'm like, I ain't mean no disrespect, all right? In case anybody want to make it that way, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I was just being funny. It ain't a funny joke, all right, we just gonna move on from it.
Shoes on all you want, but you're never gonna fill them. Yeah, Kobe got humiliated by his idol, and all he could think about was getting back at Jordan. So Kobe locked himself in the gym, stopped talking to his own teammates, and did nothing but practice until March of 2003, when, during their final matchup ever, Kobe Bryant put Michael Jordan in his place.
Comcast Sportsnet tonight. Kobe's first jumper, that's good. Long jumper, three-pointer, Kobe Bryant. He is unbelievable. As they trail now by one, here's his jumper, and that's the first lead of the night for Los Angeles. Unbelievable. Another three for Kobe. Kobe guarded by Lou. Kobe's long jumper.
Like, look, he getting them dizzy and stuff. Like, you doing like all that, and I'm like, bro, I'm trying to follow. I'm like, oh, I'm dizzy.
Kobe dropped 42 points in the first half alone. By the end of the night, he scored 55 on Jordan, marking this game as the passing of the torch from one GOAT to another. Damn,
for sure.
That's some beautiful shit, man. But you know what's even more beautiful? This video right here. These are the top 20 plays of Steph Curry's
it's like you got me like laid out like I'm taking a portrait
He's
picture or something.
Unbreakable
it's like,
records, embarrassed NBA legends. I mean, he's Steph Curry. So what are you doing? This video's over, man. Click it.
Yeah, that was good. I was like, yeah, that was a good video and stuff. Yeah, Michael Jordan, man, it's just, he was one of those players where it's like, I didn't get a chance, just overall, like, watching that Last Dance documentary and then just, you know, hearing, like, some things I do remember my dad telling me about, like, when Jordan played. Yeah, he was somebody where it's like you didn't want to cross him. So it's like if you did make that decision of crossing him, it's like just be prepared to get embarrassed and stuff. So, but anyways, no, that was a solid video. Shout out to Rebound. If you guys haven't, make sure you go subscribe to him, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.